Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be trying out the watercolor brush pens. I am nervous to try these out. I have never used them before, so this is going to be quite an interesting challenge. There's 20 inside. I bought them from Typo, which is my go-to stationery shop. So yeah, I'm pretty excited for this. Let's start. So these are the water brush pens. Let's look at the water brush together. I've actually never used this before. The cap is pretty easy to open, and this is what the brush looks like. It's quite soft to the touch and its bristles seem pretty smooth. Let's just close it up and try to open where we're supposed to put the water. So this brush helps to dilute the colors so that they appear to look like watercolor paints, which they kind of technically are. But you'll see how saturated they are when they're just used by themselves. This brush pen doesn't seem like it's too big nor too small, so hopefully I'll be able to use it properly. Now let's look at the brush pens. Let's select one. So this comes from Typo's artistic collection. This is what it looks like. The only issue I have with it is the fact that the colors aren't numbered. You know, like how in the markers there's Y30 and so forth. And these are the bristles. They also seem to look pretty smooth, shiny. We like that. Let's try to use them now. So I initially tested my markers on this page, and so we're going to try out the watercolor brushes. I am nervous as hell. Let's start off with black. And like I said, the only issue with these brushes is the fact that the colors are not labeled. So like the black on the markers, it's called 100. This one doesn't have a color. As you can tell, this is very saturated. When you compare it to the marker, it's more saturated than the marker, which is kind of nice. By the way, I'm also using a watercolor sketchbook. Let's try and blend out this color. I honestly am not sure what I'm doing. I think if I squeeze out the water, it should come out. Okay, it's coming out now. Let me try and blend it. Oops, there seems to be more water coming out. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing at this point. But we're trusting the process. Hey, now let's pick out a different color. We'll go with orange. Let me just make a circle. It's also quite pigmented, which is nice. And let's try blending it out. It's coming out all right. Clearly, I need to work on my water control. I think I may have applied a bit too much water, which is why it's coming out very light. But like I said, we're just trusting in the process at this point. Okay, right now I want us to try out a different method. I'm going to directly take the pigment from the pen brush to my water brush. Okay, I see what's happening. It's coming out all right. But I don't want it to be this flat. And I doubt you're supposed to use both hands when you work on your art. Then again, I'm not really sure. But let's just trust the process and see. But I seem to have a little bit more control now. Well, kind of. Now, the issue with this method is that now my brush pen doesn't seem like it's saturated anymore. There's water in it, but no, the marker, it's coming out. Sorry, I mean the paint is coming out, so it's fine. Okay, now I'm trying something new. Let's draw a generic triangle and try to color that in. Hopefully this works out. So first, I'm going to start off with the brush pen and color this triangle nicely. Then I'm adding the water from the water brush. And I seem to be able to control the water application now. It's not too... I'm kind of seeing a gradient. Okay, we're improving. Now let's do an actual drawing.
finally done. Ta-da! I love fruit puns. You will never convince me that they're not funny. I absolutely love working with these, though I need a bit of practice because you can see a little bit of bleeding on the edges. Totally my fault. I oversaturated the page. However, I do love how they blend so well. The donut drawing was made with markers. Though the art pieces may look similar, the markers do bleed onto the next page, unlike the watercolor, even though these pages are quite thick. Thank you for watching my video, and I'll see you again on my next one. Toodles!